All right, looks like we are live. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my little live stream. We got the sun coming up right there. Very, very nice on this Friday. We got CM. Good morning, GH. First like of the day. All right. I don't see any likes yet, though, sir. Good morning to you, CM. I appreciate ye apostrophe. What's going on? I don't know if I like him yet. You don't know if you like who yet. Waver, what's going on, man? Nick Umberchin, what's going on? How is everybody? It's FU Friday. This is a day where you get it out. Get it out. If there's something that really, really bothered you this week, let me know about it, and we can talk about it as we have a cup of coffee, all right? We got Randy off the TikTok this morning. Back on the TikTok. I don't know why, but back on the TikTok. Randy says, go Bills. Shore Living, what's your big plans this weekend, brother? There's someone that wants to rub it in. My FU, I'm going to start the whole damn thing. Like, you guys didn't tell me that there's some giant tropical storm going like this towards New York, towards Long Island, and that it's going to be rainy and 40-mile-an-hour gusts tomorrow, Sunday, and of course Monday when the kids have off. We were planning a 3-day weekend at the ocean. You know, get a little taste of summer. But it's going to be a complete washout. So I don't know what I'm doing. Now I think I'm going to be stuck in New York and looking out my window at the rain. What storm is this coming our way? I had no idea. I literally had no idea. So my FU goes out to, Mother effing nature. How about them apples? What's up, Rob Vetter? How are you? John Koritz, good morning, Open Squad. What a sunrise. Yeah, we got a nice sunrise coming up this morning. Look at that. Well, will you look at that? We got a sunrise. And then the clouds are going to quickly move in, and it's going to be a washout for the weekend. I am so mad. We blew off going to the ocean last weekend. The kids were tired from school. I'm like, yeah, no problem. We don't have to go this weekend because we got a 3-day weekend coming up. You guys got that Jewish holiday, right? So we'll leave Friday. We'll settle in. We'll go swimming in the ocean. Doggy will run up and down the beach. I'll live stream for the fine people and myself. We'll have a little beach fire, maybe a barbecue or two. Get those good steaks, those good hamburgers, and then I just casually look at the weather literally an hour ago when I woke up, and I'm like, you got to be effing kidding me. You got to be kidding me. What's up, Chappie? How are you? Mike with the F. Howard. All right. But if I bring up Howard, he's living rent-free in my head. Did you know that? Did you know that when you talk about somebody, people will point it out and go that person is living rent-free in your head? Did you know people do that? Jesus. Same old garbage. I live among robots that just chatter and say the same damn thing. A little chatter. Hey, Robert Spawn, what it is? Well, what it is. I'm just like sitting here going, really? Really? It's going to rain the next 3 days? Really? Happy Friday, Ope. What's up, Keith? How are you? Good to see you. FU Friday, F. Ray DeVito. I don't know who Ray DeVito is. Why are you saying F. Ray DeVito? What the hell did this guy do to you? Brent, what's going on? Saturday, that's going to be wet as F. Yeah, I know. You in New York? Yes, I am, Dan. 500 feet above the streets of New York City, looking towards the east. Just north of like Midtown, just north of Midtown Manhattan. What's with your eyes? I don't know. It's early. Are you bothered that my eyes are a little squinty? Also, I probably need readers, but you think I'm going to go on a live stream and put on dumb readers? That hell no. My eyes usually are a little more open later in the day. Is that okay with you? You want me to send a picture to you? Give me your email. There you go. Is that better? I'll look like a Ken doll. Ken doll. What's up, Tim Sheehan? How are you? It's a guilty washer, I guess. Oh, and also TikTok, because I have to look down at the main screen because I'm on the Facebook Opie Radio fans. I'm on the YouTube Opie Radio. I'm on the Twitter Opie Radio, and then TikTok. You're way higher. You're way higher up. You're way high. So then I look down and it makes me more squinty. Why am I explaining this to you? Baby bird broke me. I've never laughed that hard since then. Oh, thank you, Attacko. One of the greatest Opie and Anthony bits of all time. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Tom Taylor, it's one of those homegrown storms heading up the coast. Yeah, man, what the? Who the? It has been no less than glorious here in New York City for the last week or so. I mean, glorious. Beautiful. And the whole time I'm just sitting here going, all right, I literally count down the days to when I can be back in the ocean because that's where I want to be, you know. If it was up to me, I would be at the ocean. I would sell everything and move there full time. But it's not up to me. When you have a family, you know, you got to take everybody into consideration. But with that said, that's all right. I'm all right with that. But I count down the days. I'm like, okay, you guys got Monday off. We're going to the ocean. And then I count the days down, and then I start taking a peek at the weather like the day before we're leaving, and then sure enough to see a massive washout happening. And the funny thing is, you know, we can deal with the rain because it's a nice spot. Just hang out, watch movies, eat pizza, you know, drink coffee. Just look at the ocean is nice and soothing as well. But, Mr. Ahmad, you could do it another 100 times. I'm not going live with anybody today on the TikTok. I'm sorry. And if you do it again, I'll just block you because you're being annoying to me. But it's the wind. The whole house would be like, as we're inside trying to enjoy like a movie and pizza. So, are you happy? Of course I'm happy. I'm a happy man. I'm not happy today because I had plans to have a glorious weekend at the ocean, and that's not going to happen. So I'm a little mad right now. I might throw my coffee cup through this window, but besides that, yeah, I'm a happy boy. A day at the beach is better than any day at work. Digital marketing designer says. You got that right. But so that's my main thought as I turn this on this morning. I'm like, you gotta be kidding. You gotta be kidding. What's up, Jake Hudson? How are you? Vincent Scaramuzzo, 3-day weekend, 60 and rainy. Yep, I'm going anyway. Screw it. I've been thinking that, Vincent. Vincent's got sort of this a similar situation as me. He's got a house, Rhode Island, right near Taylor Swift. Yeah, Vincent Scaramuzzo rubs elbows with Taylor Swift, and he does the same thing. He tries to get the hell out of here and go to the shore, the ocean. And but you're going, huh? I don't know if I could do it to my kids. They get scared when it's 40 mile an hour plus winds. So I don't know. We'll have a conversation about it. That's for sure. Morning, brother. Hey, Maury, what's up? I can never say your name, and I see you everywhere. You support everything I do. More real. Oh, wait, more really oddities. What's up, man? But I see you. And I appreciate you. You support a lot of stuff I do. So let's give some FUs out, man. It's FU Friday. You know, you get it out. Get it out. What bothered you today, or this week, I should say? And as far as like the whole week goes, who in the news bothered you? Did Biden bother you? Did Trump bother you? Did Chris Christie bother you? Did Chubbs' injury bother you? Get it out. Let's just get it out. It's supposed to be raining here from Saturday until Wednesday. I know, man. I don't even know what to do with myself. I'm so mad. Because a lot of times you're like, well, we can work around it a little bit. Oh, it's only going to rain Saturday. We still have Sunday and Monday, but 100% rain, 80% rain, 70% rain, wind, 40 mile an hour gusts. Like, that's a washout. That's an absolute washout. Biden corruption that media won't cover bothers the S out of me. Why wouldn't they cover that? Isn't there plenty of media that are against Joe Biden to actually cover it, my friend? Don't you think? Ray DeVito didn't read my $5 super chat, brah. That's why you're saying F Ray DeVito, whoever this Ray DeVito guy is. All right. I don't know who Ray DeVito is. Tommy Chesh, $5, fivers and likes. This live stream is completely funded by you, which that stinks. But it's completely funded by you. So when I see a fiver coming in, I'm going to be very appreciative. Happy Friday. It's not going to be a fair weather pumpkin latte weekend. Washout. Yeah, it's going to be a washout. What a beautiful view you have coming in. Thank you. Let me show you the view again. We got a lovely, oh my. Why would I put my tired face on the screen when you can be looking at that? That's just stupid. Is this Opie from Opie and Anthony? No, I'm just using his name. Don't tell anybody. Are things okay with you? Why are you asked that, Barbara? Why are you asking if things are okay with me? Of course things are okay with me. Except for the fact that I can't go to the ocean for the next 3 days because the kids have off Monday. But besides that, I am fine. I am fine. Oh my God. I literally, I know I'm going on and on. I know, but I woke up at 5:30. I'm excited about the weekend. I heard rumblings that the weather might be bad, but I remember looking at the weather about a week ago. You know that 10-day forecast going, oh, this is going to be a good weekend. And then I'm so excited to leave. Like I'm even counting down the hours. And I'm like, let me look at that weather, And I'm like, what the F is going on? So I'm a little distracted by the fact that I think I'm going to be stuck in this apartment looking out the window at a lot of rain. Oh, my God. Oh, you get to watch the Jets lose? Hopefully not. Well, yeah, man, the Jets season is a washout. You want to talk about washouts? Yeah, I have another FU for going out to the Jets fans. They got to be miserable. That story is just terrible for sports and terrible for the NFL. There was so much hype going into the season. I mean, the Jets were on Hard Knocks. It's hard to get on the Hard Knocks. They pick a team that has a lot of interest, a lot of hype. And there's Aaron Rodgers, and then he 4 plays in, and he's out for the season. And now the Jets' season is a wash. I don't think they're going to win more than 5 games. People had him pinned to take a deep run in the playoffs with even an older Aaron Rodgers. It's terrible for the sport. And the Jets are scrambling. Like, who the hell is out there that maybe we can salvage this season? And Tom Brady said, hell nah. Because a lot of people are like, come on, Tom, this team is set up for you. Come on, one more year. Come on, Tom. Do right by the Jets and your pal Aaron Rodgers that you competed with all those years and kicked his ass. Come on, do this. And I think yesterday Tom Brady's like, hell nah. I am retired. Sucks. Homeless dude in a nice apartment. What? Jar, what are you doing? What about me makes me look like I'm homeless? Because my hair is a little wild. We like to tell people like you that you're just trying too hard. How are you happy? I don't know. How am I happy? I get to do whatever the hell I want. I turn on a camera and I live stream for the people. I make some pocket money, and then I take care of my kids and my wife, and then I go about my day and do whatever the hell I want. I don't know. That makes me pretty happy, right? I'm not right on the beach like you, block back. So house doesn't get hammered like yours. Chowder and wave watching tomorrow for Vincent Scaramouza. Well, good for you. Because, my house, when it's 40-mile-an-hour winds, 50-mile-an-hour winds, it's downright scary. The whole house goes, woo, 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 woo. And then, you casually tell your kids, don't play too close to the windows. Because if you see the windows go like this, that's the actual sound. And you see the windows stretching inward. And you go, kids, maybe you should play, on the floor in the kitchen behind the giant counters. Oh, my God. F you to Stern, that fake mother effer coming in. It is FU Friday. Get it out. What's up, Scott Watson? Good to see you, brother. Very good to see you. Powerball closing in on 800 million. All right. Maybe I'll just play the Powerball this weekend. FU to the doctor shoving things up. Whoa, up your junk? There's, I was going to say people. Well, it's 2023. You might have to say people, right? There are guys. Can you say this? There are guys that enjoy that. I think it's called sounding. Look up sounding. Look up sounding before you have your cup of coffee. Look up sounding before you have your breakfast. Look up sounding when you don't have anything to do for the next hour or two, okay, and get back to me. Someone look up sounding and then and then get back to me. What meds are you on? I'm not on any meds. What are you doing, Al? You all right? Are you all right? I've never been on meds in my entire life. I barely will take an aspirin when I'm feeling yucky. All right, Waiver with the $5. Fivers and likes. I like you. Ray DeVito didn't read my $5 super chat. I didn't like that. F you, Ray. Love me some corn, potatoes, and onions, and Dr. Chow, and Lil Murr. Wow, that is like, you might as well be talking another language there, Waiver. But thank you for the 5. And yeah, let's just do this. F this Ray DeVito for doing that to you. Stupid Ray DeVito. Beautiful view coming in again. Thank you very much. What's up, Paul? What's happening with Aunt Howie and Russell Brand? Well, I did the whole Howie rap, and people got a little bent out of shape on that. But, people think I'm crazy to think that this has always been Howard Stern, and he's brave enough to show his true colors finally. But look, he's getting a lot of heat. He's getting a lot of headlines. He's got a lot of people talking about him. So, what are you going to do? But Howie, he's living rent-free in your head. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Whatever. Good luck to you, Howie. Live your true self. And Russell Brand, I have no idea, man. I kind of believe the women on that one, to be honest with you. But you say that, people get really mad because there's a lot of people out there. They don't want you to believe the women. They don't. They want you to believe some crazy ass conspiracy theory that, he's been calling people out, and it's time to take him down like they've taken everyone else down before him. That's why they're going after Russell Brand. It's the same crap over and over again. Over and over again. Copy and paste. I think this is how I think. So let me copy and paste this and put it all over my social media. Is it really how you think? Or you don't have an original thought yourself and you figure, well, this will make me look smart. I don't know, man. My opinion is simple. I don't know. But you ask other people, they're like, oh, I know. They're doing this because, well, how do you know that? Well, I just know. Oh, okay. How about innocent until proven guilty? 100, Waylon. Well, I don't know. He's in another country. Do they play the innocent until proven guilty thing? 100, Waylon. All I'm doing is giving my opinion like everyone else is giving their opinion. And I tend to believe women, especially when there's multiple victims. That's just my opinion, but it goes without saying that Russell Brand is innocent until proven guilty. You're 100% right on that, sir. You should embrace the Dabbleverse. What's up, John's chocolate-covered cherry? Shuley Network is blowing up. You would have 500 to 1,000 live viewers every show. People like you. You should really consider. Consider what? I'm doing my thing, and if people want to check this out, great. I know very little about the Dabbleverse. I know that a bunch of people in the Dabbleverse are supportive towards me, but that's all I know. What I do know is, like, I guess there's a whole community out there, and all they do is turn on a live stream and just beat the crap out of everybody else that's part of the Dabbleverse. And I don't want to live my life that way. I don't want to turn this on and just beat the crap out of other live streamers, and that's my whole damn show. I'd rather like call out people that are a bit bigger than people that are in the Dabbleverse. But with that, I've gotten a lot of support from a lot of those people. So, and we dabble with you a little. All right, see, Lone Wolf, thank you, brother. I know there's a bunch in the Dabbleverse that support me, but if they're trying to pull me into this, I call it the podcast wars of 2023. Where I turn this on and then I go after like an Onion guy, and I go after a Shuley, and I go after a stuttering guy, and I go after a screaming Kevin guy, and then I go after a Chad guy. I don't want to do that. I do not want to do that. Tommy, Vincent Scaramuzzo, I'm 10 minutes from the Great South Bay and a ferry ride to the ocean beaches. Davis Park, the closest. Or it's a 25-minute drive to Smith Point. Damn, all right. I know that area. That whole area is downright beautiful. I'd rather just hear you talk about your life, DJ New Style says. Yeah, that's all right. I had a boring week. I hung out at Get Parts and did my Tuesdays at Get Parts, which is going pretty well. I did a lot of bike riding. I did a lot of editing, and honestly, my week was kind of boring. I was so busy, I wasn't even able to do my live streams where I walk around the streets of New York. So I think I got to try to do one today before the rain out. But yeah, I like just talking about my life, but nothing too crazy happened this week, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's my favorite thing to do, is just turn on the live stream and just babble about what's going on in my life. Simple as that. I listened to a podcast. It kept my interest. I listened to Bert Kreischer's podcast for the first time in years. I don't really listen to a lot of people's podcasts. It would be like whatever you do for a living, and then you're done for the day, and then you go watch someone else do what you do for a living. So I know that sounds weird, but that is the truth, because I've never had a real job. So me listening to podcasts or other radio shows, it hits too close to home. So I honestly try to avoid them unless it's something very different than what I do as far as, what they talk about and do. But with that said, I saw my good pal, Jackie the Joke Man, was on Bert Kreischer's podcast. I'm like, you know what? I got to listen to this. And it was a damn good listen. It was 2 hours. Bert Kreischer and Jackie the Joke Man. And man, Jackie the Joke Man had one hell of a life, and I certainly have gotten a lot of stuff out of him over the years. But Jackie did a really good job with Bert, and Bert is a massive fan of Jackie and the Howard Stern thing. Bert's a big fan of radio in general. He came up in the radio world, and he credits like shows like mine from the old days, Opie and Anthony, and my other shows. And Howard Stern for pretty much like leading him to what he's doing today, which is kind of cool to hear, But it was a very, very good listen. I really, really enjoyed that. Bubba Olive, it's the Jets you had to know. It was bound to implode. It's hard not to believe in a curse. You're not, Bubba. Yes. My answer is yes. I usually don't believe in curses and this and that, but for whatever reason, the Jets are cursed. They cannot get a quarterback that's worth two shits in New York. We do this rap every once in a while. Who was the last quarterback the Jets had that was worth a damn? And we can't come up with the name. It might be Vinny Testaverde, and he was old when he was on the Jets. It's probably Chad Pennington, right? Paddington is the Bear. Pennington was the quarterback. Yeah, it might have been Chad. He might have been the last decent quarterback the Jets had, and that's going back quite a ways now. Yeah, well, Joe Namath and then who? Yes! It's kind of creepy what's going on with the Jets and the quarterback situation. Year after year, decade after decade, they cannot get a solid quarterback. Yeah, I mean, I used to be a Jets fan. They just wore me out. And then living in Western New York, I really got into the Bills, and I really like the Buffalo Bills. And the Buffalo Bills is a good example. They've had Josh Allen for at least, I don't know, close to 5 years now. Consistent, really decent quarterback. And the Jets every year pretty much have a different quarterback. Look at all the other teams. They got a solid quarterback that just stays in place for a long time. And for whatever reason, the Jets can't get that done. No fault of management, at times, because they certainly have tried. Bill Hicks said it best when he said, "Let's cut Biden's head off and say what now?" Wow, he said all that. I can't even read the rest of your comment there. I am fried chicken. Wow. Okay. No to sounding, Greg Buell. Did you look up the sounding? Anyone else look up the sounding? It's pretty brutal, isn't it? Hell yeah. I think it would have to be called mental illness. I don't know what that means. Thank you, apostrophe. Barrister 1401 with a $5. Hit the likes or give me a $5. This live stream is completely funded by you. I have to depend on you. Go on morning show with Shuley and Levy. Funny show, and viewership would instantly increase. Skunk farts. I don't want to do that. Why do I have to do that? Will that get my viewers up? A lot of hearts coming in. Some people like this idea from the Barrister 1401. What do? I go, hi, Shuley, hi, Levy. Can I come on your show to pump up my numbers? Hi, everyone. I don't want to do that. A lot of those guys have invited me on their stuff, and I've kind of been blowing all of it off. Shuley's never invited me to be honest, but Kevin certainly has. Chad certainly has. Who else has? There's a couple more in there, but I'm trying to remember. Whatever. Who was? It doesn't matter. Does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. Okay. TikTok beating YouTube today. Well, that's good to know. That's very good to know. Robert Spahn, FU. All right, let's get some FUs going. And I think I got to go soon because my son wants to go to school very early today. He has a quiz and he forgot to bring his stuff home. Is this interesting to anybody? I doubt it. But he left all his stuff at school and he's got an exam, so he wants to go real early so he could study. I got a kid that both kids really give a crap about school. FU to the hospital for never sending labs or test results to family doctor by the time you return for follow-up appointment. Yeah, that's not fun. Opie's got the Barney Rubble vibes today. I would love to know what that means, user Chris. It can't be good. What's the Barney Rubble vibes? I need to know. But Robert Spahn, that's a very good FU. They don't give two craps about us. They just simply don't. Thanks, Ope. I got your back, too. Beware of Ray DeVito. You're obsessing about this Ray DeVito guy, Waver. Ray DeVito will not be part of my life. Don't you worry. I've heard the name. Yes, I have heard the name. But I don't know anything about the kid. And now I'm more distracted about the Barney Rubble vibe. What's my Barney Rubble vibe? I need to know. F, I forgot Tukey. 2 for life. Forgive Green Overlord. HWM Tukey. I had the Tukey on my live stream. He did all right. He was all right. Howie is 9 on the Epstein list. I don't know if that's true. I really don't know anything about Howie and a connection to Jeffrey Epstein. I have no idea. It is a little weird that we don't have the list of people that were hanging out at the island. We got some ideas, don't we? Bill Gates seems to get a little nervous every time he's asked about it. I know that much. And we've seen Bill Clinton, pictures of him on a plane. We've seen pictures of Trump on a plane. I'm on a plane. But for the most part, we don't really know who's on that list. That's a little weird, right? Are you streaming 1080? I don't know if I'm streaming 1080. TikTok, I have no idea if I'm streaming on the 1080. I just turned on the thing and went go live. Howie the Chameleon. Can you pause the show while I get my coffee? Well, I need to get a cup of coffee too, though. So, yeah, why don't we do that? Oh, wait, I got a super chat. Screw you. Bye, Sean. The super chats get you to the front of the line. This live stream is completely funded by you. I have to depend on you. No. All right. Come on, ride the train. Hey, ride it. Come on, ride the train. Hey, ride it. Come on and ride the train. Hey, ride it. Ride the hype train. Oh, Detroit by Dark. What's going on? Thanks for the $5. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. Can I go get another cup of coffee? We have really good numbers. Oh, wait, I got another $5. $5 go to the front of the line. I just went like this. Got rid of everybody in the chat and went right to the $5. So super chats get you to the front of the line. Okay. Cast Iron Kyle with a $5. Remember, this live stream is funded completely by you. Cheers. Oh, my God. Cheers. I got to depend on you. No, I don't want to depend on you. I got to get a big corporation to pay me again. How can I depend on you? $5? Really? All right. Remember, Louis C.K. brought containers of his daughter's blank to the studio because he needed to drop it off at the doctor's after the show. I vaguely remember that. Yes, I do remember that. Cast Iron. He was on his way. He stopped in. He's like, yeah, I'll kill two birds with one stone. I'll do a little radio with the guys, and then I'll drop off my daughter's poop. Yes, I do remember that. And I haven't thought about that in a very, very long time. All right, listen, 7 o'clock. Let me get a cup of coffee. Hopefully that view's cool enough. You just stare at that like a dummy, and I'll be right back to continue. I got a microwave coffee, though. It might take another extra minute. Just keep checking this so it doesn't burn. All right, I could do a microwaving coffee, so I'm going to have to run back and get it in a minute 30. I didn't feel like making fresh ground coffee. We got the whole beans, and I didn't want to wake up the whole house at 5:30 in the morning with their. So there was some coffee in the coffee pot. So being a gentleman and a good soul, I said, you know what? I lost 10 people because I walked off to microwave coffee. What's wrong with these people? What are you listening? There's nothing else to listen to right now or watch. So instead there were coffee in the coffee pot. So I did the right thing, and I'm microwaving coffee today. So there you go. Put marshmallows in your bean soup. I don't know what that means. So, yeah, I'm going to jump back and get my coffee, but I figured I could pop on and, keep this going. All right, we're looking for more FUs. Like, what bothered you this week? Jets fans are bothered. Biden shuffling about bothers me. Trump doesn't bother me anymore. I don't really care about Trump either way. Indifference. I'm at the point of indifference with the Trump. Why not build a full-on broadcast studio up there? That would mean working again. That would mean working again. People are like, why aren't you going all in? I don't know. No, I do know. Because it's a lot of work, a lot of stress, a lot of pressure. And I kind of did that for, I don't know, my entire life. So I'm fooling around a little bit. Now I got a professional mic, but you don't hear the professional mic TikTok because you're just on my phone. But I have a much better setup down here. I got my ring light, and I got another decent camera, and so we're pumping it up in that regard. But I don't know if I want to go all in ever again because it's a lot of work, it's a lot of stress, and I don't know if I really want to be completely all in ever again. But it's in the back of my mind to be completely honest with you. The smoke out prods, get a diffusion filter, Ope. You will be able to see the actual sun and yourself in high quality. Well, what's a diffusion filter? Thank you for that, by the way. All right, I'll look into a diffusion filter. Are you on multiple platforms at once right now? That one guy? Dude, I'm on the TikTok. I'm on the Facebook, Opie Radio fans. I'm on the YouTube, Opie Radio. I'm on the Twitter, Opie Radio, all at the same time. Yes. And then I alternate between TikTok and Instagram on my phone. But I guess what I'm going to do sooner than later is I'll also be on Instagram and TikTok every single morning instead of alternating. But yes, I am. All right, let me go get my coffee. I'll be right back. I promise. I just got to put milk in it. I'm running down the hall. I'm running. All right. Yeah, the house is a little busy right now, and I'm a little distracted. But we could do a couple more minutes, and then I got to go. And then maybe because this is just a who gives a crap live stream, maybe we'll do another one later and do it all proper for everybody. All right then. All right. Where were we? The smoke out prods. Why wake them up with the coffee grinder when you could wake them up by imitating the coffee grinder? See, this is why I like doing these things. Because you guys are fun, hopefully too. I was going to say you guys are fun too. That's hilarious. I mean, the real answer, if you need to know, you don't need to know because that's a great line. I should just let it sit there. But the apartment's kind of big. And the coffee grinder is a lot closer to where most of us sleep. But that's really, really funny. Thank you very much for that. I laughed for real, man. For real. Block DL. Who the hell is DL? When my people tell me to block somebody, I block them. Where's the DL? All right, let me block the DL. Look, if you guys tell me to block someone, I trust you. So he's gone. He's gone. I don't have moderators. I got people that look out for me in the chat room. And if a few of you go, look, dude, we got a bad one in there, you got to block them. And if I know the person, because they've been with me for years, then it's not even a question. I go in and block them. That's how I do it. I try to give everyone a chance. I rarely block. And even the people that have been with me for years, they don't have a sensitive trigger finger, but they just know. They just know. Bubba Olive just gave me $2. F the comedians who forego. Who forego what? Explain more, Bubba, and you don't have to give any more money. Just explain what you're talking about there, all right? Please respond. Loyal fan who definitely wants to know what happened to E-Rock. I don't know what happened to E-Rock. What's the question? See, I think the problem a lot of people have is like I wish nothing bad for anybody I used to work with. For real. In the end, it was a show. I don't really like a lot of the people from the Opie and Anthony, years, but it was only part of my life, only part of my career. It was a big part. Yeah, of course it was. But I learned that I had superficial relationships with some of the people from the Opie and Anthony world, and that's it. And when the Opie and Anthony world ended, that was the end of the superficial relationships, and that's all I could tell you. In the end, I have nothing against Iraq. I have nothing against. I have something against a few people, but maybe I should stop right there before it gets ugly. Jesus. Damn. Look at Opie's view. That's awesome. What's up, Croc 2023? Yeah, it's all right. The whole gets the answer. It means nothing now. End of your career. I don't know what you're trying to do, TikTok. Please. Like I said, my chats go by like this. So if you just give me part of a statement or part of a question or part of, I don't know what you're talking about. You got to write it all out so I could quickly see you and maybe respond. Okay. Do you stay in touch with Louis C.K.? No. No offense, but Louis C.K. when he was becoming an A-lister, he was doing our show way last, and he was doing more Howard and bigger things than the Opie and Anthony show. And I'm no fault of his. I guess this is what happens. I don't know, but no, he was coming in less and less as he was getting bigger and bigger. And I ran into him once. It just happened to be at my kids' schools. He was taking a tour of the school. I think he was thinking about having one of his daughters go over there. I could say all this now because I don't think they pulled the trigger on the school. But I saw him in the hallway, and he was very, very nice. He had a huge smile when he saw me. We chit chatted for just a couple minutes because he was in the middle of basically a tour of the school. And then I said, do my podcast someday. And he said, I would love to. And then I realized I have no way of connecting Louis. And I also realized that was just one of those things people say and do when you're in the entertainment business. That happens a lot where you're like, hey, man, we should get dinner. Yeah, let's do that. Or, hey, why don't you come on my show? I would love to. And it's just all false BS, Hollywood garbage. But with that said, last time I saw Louis, he couldn't have been nicer. And he gave me a nice hug. He had a big smile. We had a little small talk about the school. And that was it. Yeah, we blocked him there, king of all diffs. Thanks for looking out for me there, king. He is king of all diffs. Looking out for me. Thank you very much. Wayne Boo Atkins with the $5. Wayne's been with me for, years. 4 years. Great view. Ever consider jumping? That would hurt, sir. Why would you want me to do that? That would really, really hurt. I don't want to be hurting. So no, I haven't thought about jumping. Wayne Boo, F you to the grand jury that didn't indict it. What? I need to know more about that, Wayne Boo Atkins. I think I got to get you up the screen, even though I'm 100% with you. But YouTube gets very, very sensitive. So, what? Oh man, you can't depend on the judicial system in America, right? Because it all depends on political leanings and on a lot of this stuff. But we have the best system in the world. People will tell you, well, that's great, but I know I wouldn't want to depend on them. That's for sure. Opie show is rocking today. Not really, James. Not really. It is FU Friday, though. If you got anything, please let me know before I turn this off for the day and go about my my day. FU outdoor toilet. Dude, there's nothing better than an outdoor toilet. There's nothing better. Bert Kreischer, I said it a little earlier. He was talking to Jackie the Joke Man. And one of the things I could relate to, well, there were two things I could really relate to that were very, very minimal things, but I thought it was really, really cool. Jackie and Bert were talking about open water swimming. That basically means where you jump in Jackie the Joke Man's case, he lives on the Long Island Sound, and he could just swim and float out there without a worry in the world. He's aware of the dangers, but the Long Island Sound, there's not as much danger as the ocean. But I used to do it too in the ocean. But with the we had our share of shark attacks up and down Long Island in the last few summers. So now, for the first time in my entire life, I'm a little scared to be in the ocean. But there was a time I would just swim way over my head and float around. The houses would be like this. Not a concern or worry in the world. And it was so meditative and so peaceful. And they were talking about that on Bert's podcast where he interviewed Jackie the Joke Man. I'm like, man, I could totally relate to that. Taking a really long swim. And then Bert said it. Then after the really long swim, no, Jackie said it, sorry. But Bert has one too. Then taking a really hot outdoor shower. This was my wheelhouse. I'm like, yes! Long swim, really hot outdoor shower, sleep like a baby. Every single time. Every single time. But that open water swimming, man. I got a friend, he lives down the beach from me, and he's just a beast. I've talked about him. He's chiseled like a Greek statue, and every time it swims over, he runs the beach back to his house, and he always stops to say hi to me. And I'm like, oh, my God. And I reach for my shirt, and he comes right up to me. He's like, I'm not a short guy, but he's like 6'4". So I'm looking up at him. All the women are just drool. And it's 2023, so you got to say in some of the, you used to be able to just say, and all the women are just, well, what about some of the guys? Weren't they drooling too? So they're drooling as he's having small talk with me. And I like him. We're friends. I just want to go, could you leave? Just leave. But that guy, he's still doing open water swimming. And boy, bye. Oh, I know you're not talking about me, King of all dips. I got confused there for a second. That was a little confusing. But he does open water swimming up and down the beach, and he's out there pretty far over his head. And the story, I'll say it for the TikTokers because my regulars have heard this story, but I'm fishing. He's swimming by like this, way over his head. He's probably close to 15 to 20 foot of water. And all of a sudden he jumps up as he's swimming and he flails like this. And I'm like, man, did he just catch my line? Because he usually knows where my line is. And and then he continues. And then he marches. Then he's running down the beach and he sees me and he starts slowing down. And I'm like, and I go like this. No, I'm trying to get my shirt on because here comes this Greek goddess, or Greek god, I should say. Well, he could be a Greek goddess too, it's 2023. I'm reaching for my shirt because he's a Greek god. I'm like, putting my shirt on. He stops by. Did you see that? I go, wow, man, I saw that. Did he get caught in my fishing line? I go, no, man, 3 spinner sharks. I'm like, dude, you're a better man than me. I mean, if I was in the water and saw 1 spinner shark one time, I would never swim over my head again. But this guy was back in the water the next day. Like it was nothing. And spinner sharks, I got to get my friend Chris, a.k.a. Fish Guy Photos, on all the social media to explain spinner sharks. But they swim together. They swim kind of in a group. So there were 2 or 3 of them around him as he was swimming. Could you imagine? And they weren't small. They were all 3 of them were at least like 3 or 4 feet, at least. And I'm like, that's crazy. And I even asked him, I'm like, you going to go swimming again? Yeah. And sure enough, next day, no problem. No problem. When people lie, they use your hands more. They use their hands more and don't look at you. Okay, thank you. Or maybe I have to look at you guys. Then I have to look over here. Maybe it's more of trying to do this. I'm not lying. You're lying. Why are you holding a mic? I'm holding a mic for my real broadcast, which is down below. I'm on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. They get the much better audio. TikTok, you're just on my phone, all echoey and crap. So the mic's not for you guys. I barely want you on my live stream. If you want to know the truth, TikTok, I barely want you on. They're a pain in the ass with the content, the TikTok, and then I turn it off and I make I don't know, 15 cents. And like I said, this live stream is completely funded by the people. So that's why I don't think much of TikTok, and I just turn you on my phone, and you got to listen to this all echoey. Hey, I like being honest. It's the truth. Do you ever wish your view was at an angle instead of all the buildings being head on? I don't know. I mean, I got another view over there. I've shown that view before. About a week ago, we were doing that view. And then I got the glass box studio on the other side of the apartment. Then I got views on the other side that I've never shown. We got some views in this damn place, 500 feet above the streets of New York City. All right. I got to go. I got to get my kid to school. He really wants to study for a test. Honestly, I don't even know if we did anything. Just got the #1 gifter badge. Is that good? How tall are your ceilings in that place? They're pretty tall. I think, I guess, I don't know, man. I used to play basketball. So I think they're higher than 8 feet. Yeah, they're higher than 8 feet. Is it me or does Opie need a hug? You try to hug me. Wait for the wrath. Don't hug me. I don't need a hug. I don't need a hug. Don't even try. Thank you. Ew, I don't need a hug. All right, TikTok, I got to go because I want to make fun of you. That's the only reason I end TikTok earlier than the rest of the live stream. If I'm not on here, you can join me on Facebook, Opie Radio Fans, YouTube, Opie Radio, Twitter, Opie Radio. I'm on those 3 platforms every single morning, even most weekends around, 6:30, 7, a little later on the weekend. So you can find me there. Goodbye, TikTok. Have a wonderful whatever you do. Goodbye. Goodbye. All right, let's make fun of the TikTok. Man, can't make fun of the TikTok. These sons of bitches, unless these numbers are padded. Talking to way more people on TikTok. Yes, the viewers say 2,840 people. Just check that out on the TikTok. That's cray-cray, right? And then, you saw how many people, right? And then I made 50 cents. I made 50 cents. Oh my God. All right, for real, I got to go. My kid wants to get to school early. They're my priority. Let me just make sure everyone's good on the Facebook because we get some. Oh, damn. Okay. I want to thank Paul. Paul always doing right by me. Thank you, Paul. He donated to the cause. Live stream completely funded by you guys. I don't make any third-party money. It's people that are generous and liking what I'm doing and give me a $5 every once in a while. These are the people that are supporting the live stream for real. It's RJ. Oh, it's RJ Hinters. Wait, let me make sure RJ gets a nice spot on the live. FU at Motorcade Week. Yeah, we got the UN Assembly. So we got all the world leaders, and they're just the traffic in New York has been a complete nightmare all effing week. Bye-bye now. Bye, Richie Rich. Good to see you, buddy. I just got a last minute $10. Terry Clifford is retiring today after nearly 40 years. All the best to Terry Clifford. I've said it many times. I'm not going to get into it today. I do regret the Terry Clifford stuff from the old days, from the Opie and Anthony show, for real. And for the simple reason, I have nothing but high regard and respect for Brother Weeze. And Brother Weeze understands, that I was in the shock jock radio world. He got all that. Weeze wasn't in the shock jock radio world. He was proud of me and my career for sure. What Wait a minute. Let me get rid of this guy. Let me get this rid of, let me get rid of this guy. All right. And the reason why I regret the Terry Clifford stuff is because Brother Weeze totally left me alone with my career. I mean, totally left me alone. He didn't agree with everything I was doing with my radio shows over the years. He was proud of me because, I'm a disciple of his. He's one of my biggest influences. He's my biggest influence. There's no other way to say it. He's my mentor. I took what I learned from him and I spun it and made it my own. That's what you try to do when you're in a creative field. Wow, this sun looks awesome. And he called me up. He's like, brah. And he gave me a talking to about the Terry Clifford. She's such a nice lady, brah. She does so much for the community, brah. She's really bummed out, brah. Because, he knew all the same people. And she was really, really, really bummed out. More than the average Jocktober victims. Some of those guys, they took it. Some of them were excited that they were featured on Opie and Anthony's Jocktober because it gave them huge exposure no matter what. So the Terry Clifford thing landed so badly. And I regret that one, especially because Brother Weeze called me out on it. I'll be honest with you. Over the years, I wanted to reach out to her. See, it would be easy for me to go, and I reached out to her and stuff. But I've always been scared to reach out to her. So maybe somehow I'll reach out to her today and congratulate her on her 40 years in radio up there in Rochester. So Jeremy, thank you for the $10. I'm happy I was able to get that out because I don't have a lot of regrets. Some days I turn this on and I go, I have no regrets about my past, but there's one. Every once in a while, one will pop up and I'll go, oh, yeah, I do have regrets. And honestly, the Terry Clifford thing is a huge regret. Huge. To be honest, if Weeze never called me on and called me on it, maybe I would have never even thought twice about it. Can you hear me? My battery just went. These batteries are not holding in my microphone. So anyway, well, this is a good place to go anyway. So, when Weeze called me, I was like, and I really listened to him, and it was heartfelt, and it's like, man. So Jeremy, you have a good weekend. Thanks for the $10. All right. Wait, did you just give me another $5? Jeremy, Weeze knows you were sorry, and I'm sure Terry knew business was business. Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's on me that I never reached out to her. I meant to many times over the years, and then part of me was kind of scared. I got some legit threats out of that had to be taken seriously from people up there, and that one was just a mess. And I took the brunt of that. I doubt the other guys that ever, whatever. F those guys, whatever. I'll just talk for myself. Not famous enough, Michael. Not famous enough. All right, look, I really got to go. Have a good weekend. I will try to turn this on probably. If it's going to be a rain out for the next 3 days, and I'm going to be just sitting in this apartment staring out the windows, then I really should try to get something done on the streets of New York today. So look for that, okay? If you're on Facebook and Twitter, for now, although someone's trying to help me out, if someone knows anything about this app, Prism app or something like that for live streaming, could you get a hold of me somehow and tell me what you think? Especially if you know. Don't just Google it and then give me shit. If you know from personal experiences about the Prism app or other apps for live streaming, please let me know. I know StreamYard, which I use every morning. I love StreamYard when I'm in my apartment, but I've used the StreamYard app on the streets. I don't like it at all. And the thing with StreamYard, they allow you to live stream to multiple social media platforms. But if you're, in a setting like this, it's great. But on the streets, on your phone, I'm not happy. And that's the only reason why When I walk the streets of New York, I'm only live on YouTube for now. I'm not going to lie to you because, that's my best chance of making a few bucks because I don't want to just walk around and make no money. I like doing this, but I want to make a few bucks. That's why when you guys give me a few bucks in the morning, I greatly appreciate it. Okay. All right. I'm babbling. I got to go. Have a great weekend if we don't see each other until Monday.